My name is E-Man. Welcome to the best YouTube channel here on this platform. We are here to motivate, elevate, and to elaborate. Please hit that like and sub button here on your way in. We about to get cooking. Yeah, man, life has been crazy these past couple weeks, man. I honestly, I can't say I'm shocked, right? Because, as you guys as you guys know, this is not a political channel, but I do try to talk about real life topics, and a very real life topic is who's going to be president of the United States. And, what goes with that is this campaign saga between Trump and Biden. And I knew it was going to be a circus. I didn't know it was going to be that bad. And I knew that Biden was in rough shape. I had no idea that it was in that rough of shape. I'm going to be real with you. And there's so many things right now just going on in our country that I am just baffled at how we're handling this. I just seen a Biden commercial or a Kamala Harris commercial. It was for Biden, but Kamala was in it, and it was like Kamala Harris and the famous actress Taraji P Henson Anderson. How do you pronounce her name? I'm about to Google her. Taraji P Henson. Sorry about that. So it was a commercial with Taraji P Henson and Kamala Harris, and it was like a skit. And I'm like, why is the Aisha Davis says yes to the title? Aisha thinks that we should have our first female president. Hey, them bundles is definitely going down. We're gonna have free international nail day. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I mean, at this point, what we'll get into. At this point, we might as well give it a shot, since it's looking so rough. I have never seen our country. And I'm pretty young. I'm 29. I've never seen our country in such a bad spot, fam. Call Me Daddy says, yo, what's up? Who are you talking to? I'm talking to you. Welcome to Healthy Don't Hurt, and do me a favor, hit that like and sub button here on your way in. And yeah, I've never seen us as a country be in this bad a shape, and it's really worrisome that we have to choose between somebody who really can't speak clearly and a convicted felon. Now, I don't like Trump. I'm not the biggest fan of Biden either. I'm a me supporter, right? I'm not a Biden supporter. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm a me supporter. I'm voting for what's in my best interest. Like, I don't know about y'all. Like, some of y'all be deriding Trump way too hard, and Biden too. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, bro, they're worried about what's in their best interest for their family, for their last name. They could give a damn about like what you got going on, what problems you have in your personal life. So that's why I urge people, bro, like regardless of who you like, regardless of what party you belong to, do what's in your best interest, man. But like as men, bro, we are doing a bang up job like leading this country, and it's sad. Like, you got to think that debate between Trump and Biden was a representation of male leadership in our country right now. Like, I felt embarrassed as a man, because we have not had a female president so far in this country yet. And we've always been the leaders when it comes to large communities, when it comes to large organizations and countries, even churches. We're always, for the most part, pastors, deacons, almost always men, almost always male. But with this presidency, fam, we've done such a terrible job, bro, with this presidency, with this president, with the campaign, with the debates, with everything. Like, as men, we have done such a bang up job. We might as well hand the sticks over to the ladies. It sounds crazy, bro, but we're letting anything slide. Dom says, do you stream on Ligma? Nah, I don't. Ligma ball sack. No, I don't stream on Ligma. Like, come on, bro. Really? Like, I'm quicker than that. Y'all gotta step y'all game up, man. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. You feel me? I'm the troll king. So you really gotta come harder. That's what she said when you step to the king. When you step to bald headed daddy. But yeah, man, like we might as well let the ladies get control at this point, because we're really making a mockery, bro, of what it is to be president. It's pretty sad me seeing this, and I love our country. And I love my family, bro. I'm looking at that like, we in trouble, fam. Like, we are in trouble. Dom says you win. I always win. Of course I do. Nice try though. Nice try. Um, But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like we have all these things going on in our world right now, and that debate is one of the things that are going on in our world. We're letting women be drafted to the military, which is pretty wild to me. I cannot believe. I'm in total disbelief that I'm in total disbelief that we're allowing women to sign up for the draft. I can't I can't fathom that. I can't believe it. Um, I don't believe that women, I think that women could do everything that men can do. I just don't think that they should be forced to join the military in times of like war, but people are okaying it. People are totally okay with, little Lisa, little Sally getting drafted while they're in college and being forced to join the military for 4 years. And somebody had told me, which was a very good point, that the reason why they're pushing women to join the draft is because you have men identifying as female, right? So if you have a whole bunch of men identifying as female, then they can get out of the draft. But if you force the females to include the draft, men can't hide, which is pitiful, right? Which is really sad. So that only further emphasizes my point of like, should we consider a female president? Yeah, they're getting drafted just like us. They hold political office. Our vice president is a female, and the men are doing a bang up job, bro. We're doing such a poor job. You would have thought that whoever's running like these campaigns, whoever's running, Joe Biden's office, you would have thought they were drinking. Like, what are y'all doing? And I say this as a black man. A lot of people in the black community, they love them some Biden, bro. They love Joe Biden. They love him till the wheels fall off. Even the black community is looking at Joe Biden like, bro, you ain't got nothing for us. We can see that you are not that good of a leader. You are not sharp, and your policies suck. And to be real with you, it's at the detriment. All of his policies are at the detriment of people that look like me, including that of the decision. You guys know what decision women have when they get pregnant. You can keep it or you can lose it. And unfortunately, Biden is just like, yeah, you can get rid of as many as you want. And it's really sad. It's really unfortunate that he's just allowing women to just get rid of babies at a high rate. Like they're getting kill streaks. They're calling in dogs, the helicopters. Like they are unlocking things through these kill streaks. They're opening up the chests and zombies. Like it's wild. Like some of these ladies out here are gonna have whole graveyards. Which ain't none of my business, man. I'm gonna be real with you. It's none of my business what a woman does with her body, but I feel like there should be a limit. I think there should be a limit. And the crazy part is that like they don't even want to let the states choose, and that's like the whole debate. It's not even like, oh, you can and can't do it like in America. They're just trying to let the states choose. And for some reason, the Democrats don't want to let the states, choose, even though if you don't like what your state does, you can just move states. You could also, use birth control, use condoms. You could have sex safely. You could pull out. There's multiple forms of birth control. So you don't get pregnant, and it forces you to be responsible. I think being responsible is a good thing, encouraging our young people specifically to be responsible is a good thing. But you take away the consequence, and now they could just go and do whatever they want. And I was young before. I'm still pretty young. I got that dog in me. I love ladies just like the next dude does, especially ones that are blessed in the behind region. You feel me? But it's like at a certain point, when is it no longer okay for you to let, you know, when is it no longer okay for you to just let a woman have multiple, we'll call it, exiles from her womb and let her just escape motherhood. It's just kind of wild. But yeah, man, I don't like I don't like that. I also don't like the fact that women are getting drafted, but it's just looking at what's going on, we might as well let the women drive at this point. It sounds crazy. Like looking at how good we're or how piss poor we're doing as men in this country. We're doing so poor that women are going to be selected in the military draft. Why not let them be president? Like I mean, I don't stand for it, right? I'm not with that at all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I have no interest in women being drafted. I just don't think that's a woman's place. Like a woman could do everything a man could do except for that. When it's time for us to go and hop in and out of helicopters, that's for us to do. You know, we're supposed to, you know, watch our friends get their legs blown off, and we're supposed to take in that trauma because that's a traumatic experience, bro. Nobody likes going overseas and doing unspeakable things to people, you know, that don't look like you from distant lands. Like that's how our problems are solved as a country, you know, through strategic weaponized violence. You feel me? But yeah, man, we letting the women fight our battles now, bro, which is crazy work. Which is crazy work. I mean, I'm not trying to change it. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not here to change the world. I'm just here to talk about it, make fun of it, and to just get mine. You know, it sounds very selfish, but I'm just not here to change the world, bro. I'm just not. 2024 is wild, bro. 2024 is absolutely insane. I honestly think that because Biden is doing so poorly as far as his health is concerned, I think eventually Kamala might step up if something happens to him, something bad happens to him. And I feel like that's going to be the way they're going to sneak in the first female president, which I'm okay with. At this point, I don't care if he has balls or a vag. I just want somebody to get the job done. Like, just don't embarrass me, like, as an American. That would be great. That would be awesome. You feel me? I can't imagine, though, how many salty dudes there would be if we had a female president. And if we did have a female president, she'd have to be white. Yeah, I don't think this would go well. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think having the first female president would go well. I think honestly, I feel like if we did have a female president, they would give her the JFK special. They would give her the JFK special. They hit her at like 600 yards, and that would be that. Like I would give her like 3 months to be up in office before something terrible happens to her. Just because y'all know how people get, man. Election time, people get crazy, bro. People be going nuts during election time. They be losing their minds. And I know white men. I don't think white men would be able to handle a white woman telling them what to do, like at the highest level. Because when you're the president, you're commander in chief over everything. You got the nuclear codes, you got the government secrets, presidential journals. You got access to all that crap, you know? And I just don't think that specifically, you know, a white dude in his 50s or 60s, you know, you got generals, you have admirals, you know, you have all of these high-ranking military officials that you're in charge of. I feel like this would trigger a power trip. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this would be a real bad power trip. But the world is going so piss poor right now. We might as well see what a woman could do because Biden ain't doing jack, fam. My man can't even walk down the stairs. Like literally, I'm not sure if you guys watched the debate last Thursday. Trump was right here, Biden was right here. They both walked their opposite directions to get off the stage. Trump was walking at 3 times the speed of Joe Biden, and Joe Biden needed help by his wife down the stairs. Possum says, I agree with everything. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, and it sounds crazy, man. It sounds crazy. And this is just me thinking like out loud. Like, as a man, I don't want to be led by a woman. I mean, it sounds sexist. It sounds terrible, but I don't, as a country, I don't want that. But look how bad of a job we're doing. You know, when we're doing this bad, we might as well see what they could do because we don't got nothing to show for it. We're letting chaos happen, fam. Absolute chaos. And pretty soon, like there's this socialism push, you know, where people get paid or people are expecting handouts or kickbacks for doing nothing, for doing absolutely nothing. Like even with the welfare, bro, like one of the reason I want to make this clear, I'm not a pro Trump person. I'm not a pro Biden person. I'm pro me, right? I'm pro me. But one thing that I like that Trump doesn't do, or what Trump does, that Biden does it, is Trump is trying to get rid of the government programs. Or he's trying to make it harder for the government programs, you know? Uh, the Vinny says, hello. Hi, the Vinny. He says, I am from Brazil. What are you talking about? I'm talking about us possibly electing the first female president, you know? America has been, making some poor moves, for a while now, and it's been pretty embarrassing. And so I'm thinking either they're trying to ease in the first female president, or pretty soon it might be time for us to see what they can do, because as men we are not doing a very good job. Um, Time will tell, though, man. Time will tell. But you know what? One thing that I do like about the Vinny says here from Brazil, the female president goes wrong. What do you mean the president goes wrong? Did they get like they get JFK'd, or like what kind of goes went wrong? What occurred? But yeah, man, just seeing the way everything's rolling right now, like I'm just not liking it. It does worry me that Biden keeps giving away free stuff. It even pisses me off that he has no he's showing no interest in getting rid of government subsidies. Like, and I'm just not a big fan of like welfare. I'm not a big fan of like any of that crap, because it rewards people not to work, which makes me mad. As a man that works hard for his family, I make YouTube videos. I work hard at the job I'm in currently. I do a lot, so I can grow and thrive financially and professionally. And you have people just like, at the crib, just getting paid to do nothing. They don't have to apply themselves. They don't have to be creative. They don't have to be hardworking. They don't have to be consistent, resilient, innovative, resourceful. They don't have to do any of that. Mentally, they don't have to push themselves or even apply themselves in any area of life, and they get a paycheck. They get discounted services. They get daycare discounted. They get their rent discounted based on their income, which is practically zero. It's wild to me, bro. I just don't see how we can thrive as a country, and seeing the way we're moving, specifically the Biden side, bro. I just can't see that we're gonna win. And then Trump's no better. Dude's in and out of court. He had a federal indictment case, multiple federal indictments. It's just not a good look, man. So that's why I'm like, we might as well see what the ladies could do at this point, because as men, we're effing up. We're going crazy out here in these streets. Like, our taxes are higher than it's ever been, which is very worrisome. We allow, as men, we've allowed women to be drafted in the military, which is gross to me. Like, I don't know who raised y'all. I don't know who raised y'all to allow a woman to get drafted in the military by force. Them joining the military is great and it's totally different, but for you to get drafted means you didn't sign up for it. You have to go. You know, do it, yeah, yeah. Says Trump 2024. I mean, that's what it's looking like right now. That's what it's looking like right now. Do it. Hit that like a sub button here for your boy too. By the way, guys, that's what it's looking like right now, because Biden has not given me anything to work with. All of his policies are terrible. His credit initiative, or his student loan forgiveness plan, is dangerous. I feel like you incentivizing people for doing the wrong thing doesn't make any sense. These people went to college, they took out loans they can't pay back, and now you're going to relieve their debt. But what about the people that did right? What about the people that paid off their loans? What about the people that didn't take the money? Like, I didn't take the money. I'm gonna be right back here, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I didn't take the money. You feel me? Like, I remember in 12th grade, I'll never forget it. I was in homeroom. I was in 12th grade. I was about 18 years old, and they were scheduling during homeroom for us to go down to the guidance counselor's office. And so, single file, they call her name. We go down to the guidance counselor's office. Our guidance counselor has all of these posters for colleges behind her. And so she goes over all of these different colleges that we could go to for different careers and different programs and stuff. And I'll never forget, we got to the financial part of it, right? Because after you pick the college you like with your mascot, or the state that you like, or the degree, maybe it's the flyer, something caught your eye about a certain school. So once you pick a school, you would then go ahead and you would get the pamphlet, and you would get the loan information. And so I told this guidance counselor, I was like, I don't have, at the time, it was like 22K a year. It's much higher now. I was like, I don't have 22K a year to go to college. You know, like I was born with a wooden spoon, not with a silver spoon. I'm like, I can't pay this. She's like, oh yeah, you can go get a Sally Mae loan. I was like, what's that? She's like, oh, it's a loan through the government. You just pay it back once you go to college, and it's like over the course of about 30, 40 years, kind of like a mortgage. I was like, I don't feel comfortable taking that money out because what happens if I can't pay it back? And you know, luckily I wasn't aware at the time that you could bankrupt out of most loans except for a Sally Mae loan. But you know, you can't bankrupt out of those, you know, and I might have tried to take that loan out thinking I could go bankrupt out of it when in reality you can't, you know. So you know, I had the same experience and the same decision. I had the same decision to make as everybody else that took out those loans, and they made the wrong decision. So why should they get a cutback from it? You know, it just makes no sense. The Vinny says, is the cost of living very high in the USA? Yeah, bro, we drowning up in here, fam. We drowning. We straight up drowning. Like we are in shambles. It's wild. Yeah, well, don't believe everything you see on the TV about America. You know, I mean, it's a great place. It's the best country in the world. But as far as you know, affordability for real estate, it's pretty rough. Our auto loans are going terrible. Credit card debt is the highest it's ever been. It's a long day, bro. Like even starting a family right now, God bless anybody that just now started their family. I'm glad that I had my son in 2021 because in this economy, I don't think I would start a family because daycare would be too high. But you know, getting back to Biden's you know, student debt plan, I don't like that he's relieving the student debt. Like I want people to get help. I want people to have assistance. I want people to have a good way of life, you know. But I don't think that this is the way to do it. You know, I don't think that wiping out everyone's student debt is the correct and proper way to do it. Because then you incentivize people for making the wrong decision. We can't keep incentivizing and helping people that fucked up. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But you know, it is what it is, bruh. I don't try to change the world. I'm gonna be real with y'all. My eyes are dry AF. I don't try to change the world. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just try to identify what's going on in our city, what's going on in our country, in the world, and I just try to work around it. You know, I just try to work around it, and that's all. Honestly, that's all you can do. To be real with you. But yeah, things are changing fast, bro. Things are changing fast. Very disappointed in the men that are leading this country. Very disappointed that people aren't being real about what they see on television, what they see, you know, when they're paying their bills. Like our real estate, our real estate economy is doing terrible as well. It's getting so bad that they're starting to introduce 40-year mortgages. So normally you get like a 30-year mortgage and you pay it off, but now people aren't able to afford the down payment, let alone the entirety of the 30 years to pay off the mortgage. So they introduced a 40-year mortgage, which is kind of pointless because by the time you get out of college, you get your money up, you get your life together, you're about 28 years old. So you're about 28 years old by the time you get your life together. And then you pay off your mortgage, you get, you know, you save up your money, you get your mortgage, right? And then you pay it off over the course of 40 years. The average life expectancy is around age 70. So you paid your mortgage from age 28 to 68 just for you to die about 2 years later. You know, it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. And it really doesn't incentivize people to participate in our real estate market, you know? So it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. It's really tricky. We'll see how this goes, man. I know as men, we fucked up. We screwed the pooch pretty badly. I don't know what y'all think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please hit the like button to support more content like this. Let me know what you guys think about, you know, what do you guys think about Trump and Biden? What do you guys think about the state of our economy? What do you guys think about us possibly electing the first female president because we can't get it right? Vinny says, in your opinion, what image does Brazil have in the USA? Because for us Americans, you live the life of our dreams. Americans, when we think of Brazil, we think of either paradise or we think of getting robbed in the streets. Just being real. But y'all got some pretty women over there, and you guys are very good at soccer. But besides that, we really don't have that. We really don't think about other countries. Like Vinny, to be honest with you, as a country, Americans are very self-centered. Like the only time we pay attention to you is when it's time to go to war. And besides that, we don't pay attention to other countries at all. But I know everyone thinks that, we're the best country in the world, which I think we are, but a lot of people get to America and they don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. They can't adjust, from the way we do our groceries, the way our culturally, our work culture, our trends, it takes a lot for people to get used to. Um, but no, I love America. I'm gonna be real. That's why I make these videos. I wouldn't want to live in any other country in the world. Although I am black, and a lot of black people like to complain about like racism and systematic oppression. I don't think the systematic oppression is real in 2024. I'm gonna be real with you guys, because we all have our own choices to make every single day on what you're gonna do with your day. Like I tell you guys on my channel that every day is a blessing, and what you do with that day can dictate how your future is. And some people are racist, sure, but there aren't enough racist people to stop you from achieving what you want out of life. The Vinny says, sorry for the bad English. You're fine, Vinny. English is your second language. But a lot of people in this country, a lot of black people, they like to cry wolf. The only thing about like crying wolf, or playing the race card, asking for reparations, claiming to be oppressed, all that crap sounds good, but like no one cares. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody really cares, fam. Like what's in it for me? Like the only topic needs to be about the profit. The only topic we need is the profit. Profit's all that matters. If there's no profit, there's no topic. We don't got nothing to talk about. And I feel like people in the black community specifically, they forget that, because when you come up here on these world stages talking about reparations and oppression and slavery, there's no profit for anybody. It's a profit loss. My eyes are burning. It's a profit loss. So at that point, you coming out with your handout, you can't get any respect. No one's gonna want to work with you if you're asking for free shit. That's kind of where people in the black community get it wrong. But if you say that out loud, you're called Uncle Tom, and they bring out the pitchforks. But it's just the state of our country, man. You got people selling poom poom. You got women. Speaking of women, we're talking about how women should be president. We're talking about how women are going to be drafted, which I'm not okay with. Women are selling poom poom. We are in a bad state. Men are in a bad state in this country right now. Like we are so not on the ball. You got women becoming millionaires off of selling kitty. Like it's just such a crazy time, bro, to be alive. Like there was a girl on YouTube that said she made 50K a month off of farts. She recorded farts. She recorded herself farting on her OnlyFans page, and she made 50K a month off of that. I'm like, I mean, it's disgusting, right? It's gross. I love women's dump trucks, but what comes out of it, I have no interest in. It's just not for me. But dudes are nasty, bro. Dudes are nasty. Dudes are desperate. Our economy's doing rough. A lot of women are selling ass, bro. Shoot, it's getting rough out here, and that's what happens every time our country does poorly. Women start selling ass, and unfortunately, men would too. They just can't. That nobody's gonna buy it. Vinny says, going back to work. God bless you, brother. All right, man. God bless you too, man. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, it's getting wild, man. It's getting wild. We really messed up this country. It's the men's fault. Only reason I say it's the men's fault is because we're leading. You feel me? That's why this topic is called "Should a Woman Be President in this election?" Because both of our presidential candidates are not doing a good job representing the country or men. We are messing up heavily. We already let women be included in the military draft, which I'm for women being in the military, but not in the military draft. So we take away gender roles, right? We allow men to be women, which if you're happy, go ahead, do you, pop off, I guess. This is a pro do you channel. If that includes LGBTQ, then it is what it is. Who am I to tell you to not be happy? But, we got all of these things that have stripped men from, in my opinion, what made men men. We've been stripped of that. So now that women are men and women are women, and everybody's a woman now practically, where they can do everything that we can do, even when they shouldn't. We might as well let them get a chance at bat if we're not doing a good job. That's just my personal opinion, man. What y'all think? Women selling kitty on OnlyFans, bro. I don't blame y'all. I don't blame ladies for selling cat. I ain't gonna lie to you, because somebody always gonna buy it. It's the oldest profession in the world. Selling kitty will never be replaced by technology, or at least not yet. Okay, it's the oldest profession in the world, and it's a limitless supply of thirsty ninjas that'll buy it, you know. And a lot of women, they don't care. Women are like, hey, if you got the time, if you got the money, I got the time. That's a lot of women's it's a lot of women's mindsets, unfortunately, man. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen next. I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's gonna be an interesting one. I honestly do think it is sad though to see that all of the women that were running, they dropped out. There were a couple of female candidates. I'm about to pull up their names real quick. And they all dropped out though. They all dropped out. And being president is trying to run for president is expensive. That's why every time you try to go on every time you try to go on their website, they start panhandling. Let me see. Female presidents. Make sure that like and sub button here for your boy too here, guys. So it looks like all the female presidents had dropped out. The last one that dropped out, her name was Nikki Haley. Let me take a look. Jill Stein, a part of the Green Party, was a presidential nominee. Let me see. Marianne Williamson withdrew on June 11th. So she withdrew from the race quite recently. She was a former UN ambassador, South Carolina governor. She didn't make it. Asa Hutchinson, former governor, that's another woman. She withdrew January 16th. Let me see. Any other ladies I am missing? And that's about it. Yeah, there were only like 3 women that ran for president this year. You know, I don't know what the future holds, man. Looks like they all dropped out, but who knows? Who knows? Next election may be a little bit different. If Biden gets elected, they may be warming us up for the first female president. It's possible. Like I said, I don't care at this point. I just want somebody to get the job done. I do know that a lot of men are going to be power tripping. I just don't think it's going to go well. I think if a woman becomes president, there's going to be so many powerful men that's going to start power tripping, like hard. Like dudes are going to be butthurt. Like I can't see it going well. But let me know what you guys think. I'll holler at you guys later, man. It's a crazy time we live in. We got women getting drafted. We got the current president of the United States trying to allow unlimited amounts of abortions, not abortions, but abortions. And inflation is at an all-time high, bro, which you can't really fix inflation. The only way this can get fixed is if you find ways to make more money. Like these prices are never going down, like ever. Prices of real estate, prices of gas, price for cars. It's just going to continue to go upwards. So, try to do something about it if you can. I know things are tough. And that we'll try to keep talking about ways to improve our lives financially, professionally, and spiritually. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a chat in the chat below. And it's just what we're looking like, man. 2024 is wild. This is Healthy Don't Hurt. This is a lifestyle channel to help you improve mentally, physically, and emotionally. I'm here to elevate, motivate, and to elaborate. If you guys have any questions, please do email askhealthy100 with the capital A. That's askhealthy100 with the capital A at gmail.com. I'll holler at you guys later. Thanks so much for kicking it with me. You guys take it easy. I'm out. Peace.